worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Drown out my problems, let me When up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look into me.
Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor at M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Baltimore Ravens. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Yellow. Come on.
They start the drive on the ground with Lewis. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Check. Hey, 15. Right side.
Here's Mahomes to throw. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it. Lewis, and he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. It's a first down following a gain of 3. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Yellow. Let's go on, Eddie. Here we go, D. All day. Defense all day.
They'll stay with Lewis here on first down. Dancing away at the 35. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
Now a give, running right is Lewis. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Now Lewis here on first down. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a Pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Line. Check. Watch 54. Watch the curl.
On first down, Lewis. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. A second down run with Lewis. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 2 yards, good enough for a first. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Mahomes now to throw, eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Check back.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes, that one complete to Hill. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Viking 16.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
I got him.
They run for the first time with Justice Hill. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 11 at the Viking 17-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11. Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
Line 54.
Pick it up.
15. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. I got it.
On second down, here's Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. On third and long, it's Mahomes. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the Ravens strike first at 3's in. Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground because we know that that was one of their big goals in this game.
And that really goes through the entire offense because when you're running the ball effectively, just about everyone's involved. It's not just the guy carrying the football. It's everyone blocking for him, both inside and on the perimeter.
One. Don't let it breathe. Don't let it breathe. Play it not deep. Don't let it breathe, defense. Check one.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
A gain of 12. First down, Vikings.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Vikings nothing.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Flushed out right. Open man here is Conklin.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Ready. Move on. 3. Check 24. Check 24.
On 2nd down now. It's Cook. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Check out 80 weapon. 80 weapon.
From the gun, Mariota. Man open, it's Moss, complete. 12 yards there, 1st down Vikings. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put him on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 35-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Throwing, Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
3rd and long here for Mariota. He's going to rifle one deep into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Joker. 15.
They'll start off with a give to Lewis. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes dumps it off to Lewis. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down.
Here we go, D. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A 3-yard loss. Fourth down now.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Now this is going to work out well as it's out of bounds near the 13-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
First down, Mariota. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
Mariota. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 35.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. From the red zone now, Mariota.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mariota buying time to his left. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
They'll try to throw now. Mariota. Flush to his right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll run for it with Cook. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So now it's 3rd and goal. This Raven defense trying to keep him out of the end zone.
Hey. 4 down. One. Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic. Here we go. 3. 48's mic. Blue dog Quarkers. Second time, defense. Let's go. Whip. Watch the whip.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Out of the end zone.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Switch up. Check 13.
Mariota now. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Mariota. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
So, line of scrimmage, still the 39 on 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. Again, it's Cook. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. To throw is Mariota. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
Throwing is Mariota. Stepping up, he's going to, it comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, we had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Mahomes going to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Well, he was looking at a dime formation, 6 defensive backs on the field, so he's looking for anyone to throw the football to, but he didn't have anyone open, so he took off and ran for it, but he came up just short, and that brings up 4th down.
This will be taken at the 10. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Mariota. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Here's Mariota. Oh, he almost had the rare interception. The big fella couldn't hang on, though. Incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
That one caught out wide by Boykin. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it third down.
Yellow.
Line 54. It's been a long day for you.
Hey, 57 color, 57 color.
54. 54.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Silver.
Come on.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's got the first down and more past midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up first and 10 at the 48-yard line. Back now in Baltimore. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run on first down. It's Lewis. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a second and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Again, it's Lewis. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Yellow.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
On first down, Lewis. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
They'll run on first down. It's Lewis, and he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle, because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Let's see what you got.
He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8.
It's easy work.
So many play callers in the red zone worry about the negative effects of a play that they're about to call. But this guy, all he's worried about is gaining yardage and putting the ball in the hands of his playmakers.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He was trying to go back to Hollywood there, but now it's 3rd and goal. They'll come out in the pistol. Can this Vikings D hold up one more time? 3rd and goal. On 3rd down, it's Lewis. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right.
57 colors, 57 colors.
H3, 218, chopper.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Vikings, they come up big down near the goal line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again, so it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
At the 5-yard line.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. There's more coming. There's more where it came from.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Mariota to throw. And he finds Cook. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 17 yards, first down, Vikings.
Where are they, team?
First down, Vikings.
Three.
Here's Mariota. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First down. Hey, blue line. One.
Mariota being chased out left. And now he's going to use his legs. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
50.
First down, here's the run with Cook. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They run it again with Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Third down, Dalvin Cook. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. And this one is right through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. He hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year, but he knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Minnesota, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4, and they will head back home next week.